want to start actually like in the back. Okay, I have recorded this like 7 times. My voice is shot and I'm running out of energy. Everything's went wrong. Like, I hate technology. But I have a rant video today. There's like 18 different topics in no particular order. There's an honor and glory trailer for Reinhardt, right? The scene, guy puts on his freaking helmet, looks at all the bastions, wields 2 hammers, right? And just charges in. It's just so cool. It's a definition. It's objectively cool, right? And he hammers all of them, and the scene doesn't stop, right? I love the hero fantasy of this, the aggression, and there's also defensive. Reinhardt is like, I'll do anything. I'm gonna bust through this freaking wall against 18 bastions and shield you, because I'm a crusader. That's right. I'm a hero. It's so objectively cool and swing everything. And the reason why I want to start with this is because recently I've been going to the lore, and heroes suck now, right? Like, I get there's kind of some cool connection with Vendetta and her dad being killed and all that, but like overall, heroes are boring. Like they aren't as cool as they used to be. And like I get it, it's subjective, but like come on, guys. Like is Wu Yang really as cool as Reinhardt? He's a fun character. I like him. I'm glad he exists, but like he's not cool. And like is Malga cool? You might say he's cool. I hate Malga. My least favorite character ever, because of game design, but like as like lore design, hero design. You know, Reinhardt's whole thing is honor, glory, death, fighting for something bigger than yourself. All these cool things. You know what Malga's thing is? I'm big and buff, but I'm not stupid. Oh my god, I'm like, I hate it. It's so cringe, it's so stupid. Like, it's not what it used to be, right? Like the hero fantasy of this used to be so much better. It was so cool. Jumping to the next topic, right? Just random things. The shift between competitive and casual players, right? There's a post on Reddit, but here X the Beast 26 is like, I believe it was like, hey, it was not like this guy. All he does is drift on the game was his best possible year yet. And there's a lot of reasons why I hate this. Because Beast Range is just a casual guy, comes home from work, wants to play his games. I don't agree with the majority of things he says, but I still like him. Fun guy to watch, right? His opinions in the game are still valid. I can differ with your opinions, but not agree with him. I think the opinions are still valid though. But then like this guy, he was like, all you do is just drift on the game. And like, just like, bro, one buzzwords, I'm gonna say new generation of the people. I mean, like, I'm talking about Overwatch 2 players, right? For the most part. I know. You know, irony of the Beastman is an Overwatch 1 player. No, not an Overwatch 1 player, but like points and stands. People haven't seen the history of gaming, right? There were titans of gaming that literally defined the FPS genre and all shooting we know today, right? Something like Halo, right? Halo was a titan, and it's falling off. It is dying, and it might be dead. And I know people toss that game around like crazy, but like literally they're gonna go all in on AI in Halo. So like, yeah, it's probably GG's boys for Halo. And we don't want to see that happen to our game, Overwatch. Like, I've already had games I love die, and I don't want this game to die too. And there's plenty of other people like that who are just passionate and love this game and don't want to see it to freaking die. And these young kids in the block who don't read history books know what's happening around them. They're like, nah, we're good, bro. Perks are the best thing that ever happened. What do you mean? It's not a sugar addiction. No, quick fix, I don't care about delayed gratification. I don't want to go out big and oh my god. But yeah, there's problems with Overwatch. People had a right to criticize. As long as you're criticizing, not hating on them, because the devs are human too. They're trying their best. A lot of things we don't understand what's going behind the scenes. Execs, meet in the corporate meetings, and have to do this and all this stuff, like budgets and things that we can't understand. I don't know. But yeah, people who are criticizing the game don't want it to die, and people can't see the forest of the trees or see the future and see that the bigger things need change. For instance, like perks suck. Perks came out this year. I hate perks. Perks suck. And my problem with perks is that like they fundamentally changed the game and they're flawed and they aren't balanced. They're just fun, right? Apparently. But like, okay, I shouldn't hate them that much. But like, here's my example, right? You got characters like Orisa, right? Her major perks are ruining the game. Like, how so, right? Like, isn't that cool? It changes her kits and adds all this choice and style and all that. It's an illusion, right? Here's the choice, right? You pick Orisa against Zarya. Usually the counters you. Zarya's kind of strong against Orisa, but you're like, you know what? I'm gonna pick the shield perk. That gives me a good advantage against Zarya, right? So you pick the shield perk against Zarya, and you start winning a fight, right? Win the fight, and you actually had an advantage, right? You felt like you did a good thing, right? That person then sauce ram, and guess what? You lost. Normally, you want your spinny spin to run away or push him back, and you want the charged javelin to knock him back further because he wants to punch you in the face. And you want to shoot him and keep him as far back as possible. Now you can't do that. And he punches through your shield that you guys use. That's completely useless. And what can you do? Can you swap perks? Nope. you're just screwed. You just lost the game because you chose the wrong perk. Congratulations. That's why it's literally a guy, Painkiller's a pro player, and he talked about one of his, there's a guy he knows that literally doesn't take their major perk for the reason just like that, right? That is bad game design. I'm sorry. It just is. It's not competitive, it's not fair, it's not balanced. If you want to have perks that have these wacky changes like that, then you have to be able to allow perks to be changed mid-match. If you die with Orisa, like I said, a risk example, I died to that ram, I want to swap back to my javelin, right? I should be able to. If you don't want that to happen, because they said it's too complicated, which is just absurdly wrong. That's just wrong. It's just wrong. We have Stadium. Is that not too complicated? But anyways, and then you get to make all perks just minor stat increases. They don't change much, like Tracer. Tracer's minor perks are okay. Both are good for the situations in use. And her major perk is only one right answer, and that's okay. I like it. A lot of people don't, but I'd rather it be balanced in that sense, where I don't have to, if I pick the wrong perk, I don't lose the game and have to swap characters. That's my opinion. And perks suck. And the casuals think perks are great. And again, between the casual and competitive players, you ask any higher ranked champion player, I hate it, right? Like, it's what it is. Like, I'm a champion, a console player, and I've had GM on PC. But like at the same time, in terms of casual and competitive, I'm somewhere in the middle. There are players who are lower ranked than me that are way more competitive than I am. And our players are higher ranked than me, are way more casual than I am. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, I think the gap between casual and competitive players are growing. And another freaking example of that is the constant aim assist update. Oh my freaking god! And it makes me so freaking angry. I can't express how angry it makes me. And not specifically the buff, right? I don't want the constant aim assist buff. No one asked for that. Whatever. Then one after that, the aim assist updates, they reduce the aim assist for the characters that take aim. It's like, oh, you're a respected Ana player that takes aim and skill. Yeah, screw you, bro. This funky Moira needs better aim assist than you do because you're too skilled. I hate it, bro. It's not fair and balanced to discriminate against high skill players, right? It's just not. You try to reward low skill players with unfair advantages. It's not Mario Party, right? This is Mario Party to be fine. It's different, right? This is a competitive game. It's in its game tax, right? You try to reward lower skill players when it just hurts the high skill players who know what they did and what they earned to get there. And two, if you give low level players ammo to fight against high level players, they're just not going to aim at the high level players. They're going to shoot other low level players and make it worse. That's why characters like Moira are just bad for the game, right? It's bad players who can't aim need help with the flankers. Well, what about when a bad player who's playing a flanker needs to play against a bad player in Moira? It's not fair now. I don't like it. The philosophy is terrible. It's not fair. They don't know the definition of fair as a balance. And then, I hate it. I'm going to keep moving on. Well, the systems suck. The new top 500 system, everyone talks about it. If you're a top 500 player, you know it's absolutely garbage. It's the worst system they ever added for it. It is terrible. And they all downed on it instead of reverting it. So that probably means they're not going to revert it. It's just terrible. Why are there diamond players or master players above champion players? The gap between a master player and a champion player is different than a freaking bronze to a diamond, right? The gap is so big. It should meant to be anywhere near me. Honestly, the gap between a grandmaster and a champion player is probably the bronze and diamond. It's how big it is. It gets exponentially worse. And people don't understand how ranks work in this game either. I'm gonna segue into another one. It's this guy talks to rank deflation in Overwatch by my bad beneficial piglet, not hating, bro. But to answer your question, no, it does not. Rank inflation exists. For instance, 4K. With GM, that was when I was highest rank in the game at one point. Overwatch 1, you were respected, and then people went off based on their numbers. You should 4.1, 4.2, 4.4, 4.5. You usually know all the 4.5 players above were all the great players, and you get the out players were around 4.7, around there, and stuff like that. It was really cool. But now GM players are the equivalent of old masters. So Champion 5 is the equivalent of GM back in the day. Rank inflation exists. And lower ranked players don't understand that. And again, it's no shame, but they don't understand what's happening in the game and come to conclusions and without any foundation behind it. I don't know, man. And I guess to keep ranting on people who low ranks because I'm a mean person. Again, my hating, but for instance, Tokyo Ward here in Reddit. How do you keep ranked enjoyable once you hit your higher ranks? And based off what they said mid-time means the higher ranks. It's not the higher ranks, but if it's high for you, that's fine. Because this is a video game. end of the day, and it's not important. What's important is having fun. You're setting your title, ranked enjoyable. You're probably not enjoying it because it is your ceiling, and then now you're going to lose a lot. Once you hit your ceiling, you start losing. And when you swap to other characters and you're not good at it, you have enough experience and time in them, you can say, oh, I don't know how to play Kiriko. But I can play Kiriko. I'm usually a Baptiste player, but it's like you can know how to play Kiriko and understand principles and theory behind it, but you don't have the experience of wall climbing, hit the kunai, the susu timings, and all the little niches, you get playing hundreds of hours. So when you swap characters, you're going to keep losing too. So swapping characters is a skill. Get good, learn how to swap characters, or get good and just play your character and get better. And I want to also segue that into freaking the idea of the difference between when people say get good versus become the main anime protagonist syndrome. Like, I hate it. Mindset syndrome. It's just so bad. This is it's a community thing. So I'm going to go into this podcast. I spit the proof. Spit the proof. I can't speak. Spit the truth. Pirate basically said doing is cheating, doing is not cheating, get good. Derpy made the point to Pirate. Derpy does not believe that calming is cheating, but Derpy's trying to make the point is, hey, where you draw the line is calming cheating, blah, 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 and all that. Sunshine Bread at one point, talked about how you need to focus on yourself, don't calm, and just do all you can. And I hate that mentality to an extent. Like I said, there's nuance to this, right? I literally just say get good to Pirate, right? So what's the difference here? In game, Sunshine Bread will focus on mechanics, not talk to Arkeen, and again, this is just like from this example. I actually don't know what's going on in the background. I'll watch her streams, and these people are all great people. But as a community, people have this mindset they need to solo carry every single game and do their best and 1v5 and all these things. No. This is a team-based game. You know what skill is really good in team-based games? Teamwork! Oh my god! Surprise! Anyways, so communicate, talk, use leadership, say something, say facts, widow's low, Reaper behind us, whatever it is. It helps you out. It's not a deficit. I hate it, bro. People have this idea they want to be the Michael Jordan. I hate crazy. I'm getting Michael Jordan's the GOAT, right? But he's crazy. And people want to mimic that, and I'm like, no, don't mimic that. So I was a whole video on that. We don't want you to be this little egomaniac. If you're coaching, I coach, but we don't want our students to be these little egomaniacs, right? We want you to be better. We want you to do everything in your power to be better. All right, and just doing is not cheating. Calm in your games, for the love of God. Please talk in your games. It's a skill. I guess the last thing, the biggest thing I want to talk about is the future of Overwatch, right? They said Overwatch is great. You have perks. I get it. Like I said, it's a quick fix, short-term gratification versus long-term delayed gratification. But there's direction that can suit both casual and competitive players, and people talk about it, but we're not hammering it home. Hopefully this video pops off and actually gets some views or someone sees this. The one thing that actually matters is we need the workshop, man. The workshop would save Overwatch. Overwatch 2 would actually earn its 2 if we had the workshop in it. All these steps and directions and all these big shakeups, I swear to God, they add team-ups next year. Overwatch, I'm going to scream, bro. I'm just going to scream. I'm tired of watching my games die. I want our games to be good. And if you give us the workshop, we can make the game great. We can make a great game. There's so much we can do, man. All that scrap PvE content. People can make the whole missions and stuff with scripted AI and all these things. You might be saying, Max, that's not a game. It's a game thing, and it's not. What are you talking about? Overwatch can't do that. Yes, Overwatch can. Literally, there's a guy in Halo, right? Halo Forge, which is the same thing as Overwatch's workshop. A guy made an entire freaking Destiny raid in Halo. The thing people pay $40 for every couple of months? It's a big thing it's the whole reason Destiny's alive. They keep paying for it to keep them afloat, and this guy made it in freaking Halo for free. It's super cool. It has AI scripts, the puzzle events. It's so freaking cool. And I would love that for Overwatch. Some of the most long-lasting generational fun comes from things like this. It's not the competitive. It's not the freaking top 100 system. It's the fun you have with your friends, right? Mischief and Magic is one of the most popular modes in Overwatch. If you Mischief and Magic, or Prop Hunt, basically, right? What Prop Hunt comes from? It's from Gmod and all that. Half-Life, right? Is just a mod, community made. Infected is the greatest game, one of the greatest games ever in Halo and Call of Duty. Guess where it comes from? Halo, community made. Griffball from Halo, again, just the Forge/workshop system means we can make some of the best games ever in our game. We can do anything. We can make Overwatch earn its 2, man. I just refuse to accept that this game couldn't be the greatest game ever if it was given the right hands, the right care. Like, but it's not the dev's fault. It's no one's in particular's fault, right? If you want to blame anyone, blame the higher execs that own Microsoft. They all suck, right? So the last thing I'll talk about is just cheaters, right? If you want to help the console community at all, get rid of the cheaters. For the love of God, or add an FOV slider. Like, you say you listen to the console community, then you just, like I said, you puff aim assist no one asks for, and then nerf anyone that has aim. And fairness, the biggest quotations ever. It's not fair, but anyways. You're the cheaters. You got the Chronosen users, you get the Zem users, you get the Titan users, you get the Switch aimbotters, right? It's just like there's so many forms of cheating, and like before this awful top 100 lobbies and top 100 like system came out, the Challenger one. Now 400 of the top 500 slots were all cheating. Win traders, boosters, cheaters in some way, and no, they don't care. But yeah, so if you do say you care about console, do something about that, please. But I think that is all I got. I'm sorry this video was so all over the place. If you're a casual player, remember your opinion is valid, but please understand that higher ranked players have better understanding of the game than you do. Higher ranked players, remember, you do have a better understanding of the game than lower ranked players. It's not my opinion invalid. It's the devs watching. So I'm trying to balance for both. And like, also don't add same spawn turrets for the love of God. But just workshop, bro. Workshop. Like, oh yeah, the last thing I can do. Like, the freaking Overwatch trailer, bro. Like the recall, I should say, the animated short recall. When Winston's talking to Winston, funny enough, he says, "I'll just play it." Like, Ty, you got this.
Always remember, never accept the world as it appears to be. Dare to see it for what it could be.
And bro, that is so true. Overwatch can be so much better if we always came together and like, casual, competitive, champion, bronze, dev, we all just came together and said, like, let's make the workshop and make a great game we could. And yeah, there's a lot of passion behind this game. I don't know. If anyone has anything else they want to say, please comment away. I love reading comments and seeing what everyone people have to say. And yeah, I hope you all have a good day. Be good people.